Hello, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain, and where we last left off, we took the fight to the Nova Blades and their main base of operations here on Horizon Island, and discovered they were indeed working with the Order of Revan. Unfortunately, a lot of their data, well, it was pretty much inconclusive. What we did discover, of course, or confirmed, is that the Revanites were working with a small clan of Mandalorians, led by an individual named Torch. We, of course, need to go speak to Torch and her Mandalorians on another island. But before we go do that, we're going to have a small interlude part where someone has reached out to us and spoke to us mentally, asking us to follow our feelings, and we'll discover something here in Raiders Cove. And so we're gonna go do just that. I believe we're heading past the Blaster's Path Cantina once again. We have a building here. Seems this is where we were meant to travel. I'm not sure if it's worth having a companion with us at this point. Why don't we bring T7 with us, just in case?
I grew up here, you know. And I mean here, this house, not just Rishi. Of course, I was young when the Jedi found me. Don't remember much more than the walls, a blanket and a few friendly faces.
Master Orgus.
But it seemed as good a place as any to visit one last time. Hello, Padawan. Got time for a final lesson from an old friend?
You must know that there's great danger on Rishi. Can you guide me against the Order of Revan?
Can I? Maybe. But it's not really my place. Besides, you outgrew me as a planner ages ago.
Then tell me why you're here.
Since you set out to defeat the Emperor, you've been fighting almost non-stop. You've been waist-deep in dirt and fear and blood. Since the Emperor's fall, the war has only gotten uglier, and there are dark times coming, for the galaxy and for you.
You've sensed what's to come?
Just a little. And I'm worried you'll forget why you're fighting. Defending the Republic, vanquishing the Sith, those are tools a Jedi uses in the service of life, of people, not ends unto themselves.
Every day I face pain. I inflict suffering out of necessity on those we call the enemy. It eats at you.
That's the nature of war. I went through it too. I want to help you reconnect. We're going to take a little time, help the people of Rishi. Folks eking out a living, good and bad, living in fear of guns and pirates. You're going to make their lives better, as only you can. You're going to feel why you're a Jedi.
Master Orgus, I have an urgent mission. I know what you're saying, but this isn't the time.
Then when is? You can't go on like this. And I promise, we won't let the galaxy die because you were feeding a child.
Very well. Where do we begin?
There are a lot of people without homes on Rishi. Those people are catching Tamaman fever. On Corellia, they cure it for free. Here, no one much cares. No one but you. Your doc can treat a person in minutes. You've got a ship packed with food and medicine.
I understand.
Yes, you do. No Sith Lords, no ancient evils this time. Just doing a bit of good.
Huh. Taking a step back and just helping the people for once.
Go and do good, Padawan.
Very well. So this is where Master Orgus grew up. Huh. Well, everyone had to start somewhere. I guess we should summon the doc back, if nothing else.
Someone call a doctor?
We didn't need to summon him, of course. We're bound to have the cure already, but we might as well have his pleasant bedside manner.
Not a lot of trust for strangers on Rishi. Can you blame them? Too weak to talk, but he'll remember this. Not only that, in a few months he'll be back on his feet. He's a gambler, a con man. But he'll do what it takes to stop the fever on Rishi.
So by helping that second victim, seems he'll go on to do good for others. Let's find some other victims of this fever, shall we?
This one won't remember you. Don't take it personal. But he will bring joy back into his wife's life. She'll be stronger for it, and she'll build a stronger community. You've changed a lot of lives, but we're not done yet. The monsoon baffles protect the spaceport during the wet season. Or they're supposed to when they're not broke. Pirates just take shelter, but everyone else spends months wading through water, miserable and struggling. What do you suppose they'd use those months for if they weren't hurting? You've got technical training and one of the best astromechs in the galaxy. See what you can do about it.
You'll miss me.
Okay, T7, time to do some repairing. I'm guessing these are the monsoon baffles. That's a couple repaired. Let's go find a few more, shall we? I was gonna say, are you hunting for treasure or playing golf? Now I believe there are some monsoon baffles next to the port in the old city. Probably around here somewhere. Yeah, around the slums. Eyes open. Ah, this looks promising. Salvages.
Wet season's going to be better next year. Folks will work better, eat better. They'll have time to sit and talk and dream of a better future. You can do that when you're not scrambling to survive. One more job for you. Give you a little exercise. Gang war years back left a lot of buildings in ruin. All that rubble's still there. Scrap hauler droids could do the job in hours, but scrap haulers are a luxury for these people. A Jedi with a lightsaber and the Force owned. You could clean it up easy.
That we could. Very well. Let us clear some more of this debris, shall we?
Doesn't look like much, does it? But I asked you to do this for a reason. Better town, cleaner town, gives people pride, gives a sense of control. But it's also practical. Neighborhoods grow like gardens. They need space. They need to intertwine. You're pulling weeds. How far will the good you've done go? You've changed a lot of lives here and there. Those lives will affect others. Ripples can become a tsunami. Next year will be better. But in 10 years, these people will send the pirates packing, those who don't settle down. In a century, Rishi will thrive. The locals will live in harmony with life and nature. It started today, with you. They won't remember, but be proud.
Huh. And Master August could see all this. That this community will thrive. Not just be a hotspot for pirate gangs. Well, there was definitely going to be some reshuffling of the order anyway, with us dealing such a major blow to the Nova Blades here. If we hadn't done something, one of the other pirate crews would have ended up claiming the position of top dog and running over the other pirate crews. There would have been some sort of disruption. But now we can return.
Master Orgus?
You know, when I died, strange to say that, it wasn't my victories that gave me comfort. It was all their faces, the people I'd helped, the people I'd served, made the pain forgettable. Suppose you last long enough to see the war end. How will you live? How will you find comfort when your time finally comes?
When the war ends, I hope to be rid of my lightsaber forever. I want a quiet life. Maybe on a farm or cooking street food on Coruscant.
Sometimes the Force leads us to simplicity. I hope you find what you want. What we did today, I lied a bit. It wasn't just about helping Rishi or reminding you why you fight. It was about healing an old scar you've almost forgotten. One that still aches inside you.
The Emperor.
You were under his control. His darkness soaked through to your spirit. When we freed you, you pushed the memories of his training down deep. I can bring those memories back. You're strong enough to handle them. Let the light cure them and make you whole.
I stood against the Emperor on Droman Khas. I don't fear him in my memories.
Nor should you. Fear only leads to hate. Today on Rishi, you felt love.
I am whole.
Then it's my time to go.
There's still much I wish to understand about the galaxy and the Jedi way.
I don't have all the answers. Maybe that's for the best. You won't see me again, Padawan, but you won't have to. You won't be alone in the dark days to come. The Force will be with you always.
Ah. And we're starting to get the Sky Ridge armor set, which is the same as the armor set we already claimed from doing our quests here on Rishi. Of course, the difference being that this is of a higher tier. It gives us greater stats. Not that we need them. But our time with Master Orgus once again is over. What was that codex entry? Memories are markers. They allow us to navigate the past and to recognize the shape of the path we have chosen. They can reinforce our beliefs. They can buoy us, bring warmth to our hearts. But they can also haunt us, traumatize us, even when they do not linger on our minds. This does not mean that we should seek to eradicate these old wounds. The scars left behind are a part of who we are today. We must learn the contours of these scars so that we may fully understand ourselves, and so that we may better serve as Jedi. Pretend our scars and the memories that come with them do not exist, and our ignorance will lead us that much closer to the dark side. It's a shame that Master Augustine fell to Darth Angral all that time ago. We've come a long way since then. Just think of how much more we could have possibly learned from him if he hadn't have fallen. But such things happen. It's time to move forward. As such, we'll get ourselves back over to the trade port, and we'll likely take a break there, setting ourselves up nicely ready to go find Torch and the Mandalorians on their own island here on Rishi. might as well just park ourselves where we started. Thank you all for joining me here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time when we continue the Shadow of Revan expansion. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.